I believe that in order to have a fulfilling and meaningful career in the long term, there are two processes that you need to combine. And the first process is an internal process, meaning that you do introspection and try to understand yourself better, understand your likes and dislikes, your passion, what your values, beliefs are, what is meaningful to you. And you do this by soul searching, brainstorming, and journaling, doing personality tests, and a lot of other things. And while these internal processes are very important and also useful, I think that there is a danger, especially for introverts such as myself, to overly focus on these internal processes. The second process that you need to get started if you want to get to a more fulfilling and meaningful career is to look to the external world. Try to get new information, new input. One big problem I see with people developing their career is that many people try to work with a very limited set of information that they have, assumptions about the world of work and the jobs that exist. But in reality, the world of work and the job market is very dynamic. There are many jobs that are new or relatively new that have just recently started to exist that many people don't even know about. Again, there are two types of people. There are those people who are afraid of this development, who are afraid of losing their jobs and are fretting about what will happen to them if their job no longer exists and they have to adapt and so on. And then there is the second type of person who sees this as an opportunity to change careers and perhaps move into something that is innovative and that is even more interesting. And these people are willing to re-educate themselves, to learn things from scratch again in order to adapt to the changing world. And by the way, let me know in the comments which type of person you think you are. Due to changes in technology and the economy, there will be a lot of new needs and a lot of new kinds of problems that need to be solved, and you can be someone who will provide that solution. And this can tie in nicely with your journey to get to a fulfilling career. And this is what I mean. The reason why you might not know what you want to do specifically, why you do not know what could fulfill you in terms of career, is because you're not thinking specific enough. You are still thinking in terms of those very broad career definitions. For example, I want to become an architect, or I want to become a doctor, or I want to become a newscaster. And those are all very interesting jobs, but they are very general. So try to become more specific. As I mentioned earlier, first go inside yourself, do the introspection, soul searching, think about what your personality is, what kind of activities you like to do, what your passion is, and so on. And from there, go on and try to marry this personal need that you have with a possible job that might exist in the future. Or perhaps it might even be a job that you create that no one knows about yet, but you have the foresight that in the future there is this particular need that needs to be solved. Thinking in this particular way will lead you to a fulfilling career, because you will not just be doing what everyone else does or just picking what is available at the moment, but you will be aiming towards something very specific. Earlier, I talked about the internal process, or the process of introspection, and the external process of gaining insights from the world. I would still say that ideally you would start with introspection, because you have an internal compass, a northern star that you should follow. And it is a good idea to identify that compass or northern star and follow it, so that on your way you will not get easily distracted but by whatever is new or trending out there. So once you have this, once you have a well-rounded idea of what you're about, what you like, what is meaningful, purposeful to you, then you go out and try to gain as many new insights from the world as possible. Try and research not just the jobs that exist right now, but try to think into the future. What kind of jobs will likely exist in the future that match your interests, match your purpose? But if that particular job doesn't exist and you find it really hard to find something that interests you, you can also do it the other way around. Figure out what kind of problems or challenges people might face in the future and try to figure out a solution for that. And in this process, you really need to get creative and allow yourself to imagine things and be visionary.